Well, it's Duke. I'm hoping this is recording. Uh, but anyway, the backpack, Husqvarna's back to do tune-up on it. I never did get the filter I ordered from Amazon, but the what am I trying to say? Oh, okay. I've been busy. Hold on. Sorry about the jerkiness and everything. I got that generator fixed. The new rectifier came in for it. Put it together, let's see, Sunday. And I wanted to get ready because of the tornadoes coming in this weekend. But it's putting out 21 volts and 61 hertz. 61.5 hertz. I think that's it. Something like that. It works. That's what counts. Alright. I went down Sunday also. I didn't buy it. This was given to me. It's a pressure washer. I've already taken the pump off of it. The man said the pump leaked, but the pump doesn't leak. It back. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that whole thing, I heard it and it started squalling. I mean, big time. So that right there told me that the thing's not even good. I gotta put a glove on. Then I'll tell you why I gotta put a glove on. Oh man. Let me get something to take my hands off of it. Monday. Oh, wait a minute. Dude. Yeah, Monday. I had to go down to doctor's office and get some spots taken off. One off my fingers, which turned out to be a wart. That's what the test comes back as, some kind of wart. And then I have one taken off the side of my nose. And the doctor called me last night, and it's cancer. It's small cell carcinoma. Let me turn this light down where it's not blind me. Okay, there we go. But anyway, now I can't see you, but maybe you can see me. I had it taken off right down through here. It's right here. About 2 weeks ago, my wife and I were sitting on the back porch talking, and I felt something running down my face. And when I reached up, that sore was bleeding, and I don't know if it's stenosis or what do you call it. Anyway, I had just seen a video about a young man that had a spot come up on his chin, and a year later he was dead. I was running across his wife did a memorial video for him. Him, his brother, and his wife all had a business together. And when he showed the spot on his face, the spot on his chin, It looked just like the spot on my nose, except his was a lot bigger. 1,000 times bigger it looked like. Mine was probably about, I'd say, a quarter of an inch in diameter. Right where my glasses sit. But I had to wear a glove because they took that wart off that finger right there, and he used a laser, and he cut down into it. Almost felt like it went to the bone. But anyway, well, I'm gonna work while I'm talking because makes me feel better. Anyway, never throw away your cards. Your can't remember the name of them now. It's worn a little bit, but it's all right. I mean, what we used to do, I don't know if you can still do it or not. I mean, it should be able to. It's perfectly square. And when they get worn one way just a little bit, you turn them around. Use the other sides of them. And this is not worn that bad. I mean, you probably can't even see it. I can barely see it. That it's worn. But I've got a jar that I keep all my pins in. And then I also take out, I have bought, I bet a ton of these screens. I mean not the screens, but the washers for my water hose. Don't buy the ones off Amazon. They must be measured because I've got a whole pack over here on the wall, and they don't fit nothing. Yep, they don't fit. What do you call it? Faucets. When I disable this, when I disassemble a motor because of scrap or water that's any good, I keep my car keys in here. I've got pins, roll pins. I think it's a roll pin. Yeah. Little roll pin I took out of something. And then I've got a half moon. I think that's out of Tecumseh. And I want to ask well, some of you workers out there, some of you plumbing mechanics, does anybody remember what engine took the offset car key? Not offset, the offset key. I think it was a Briggs, small Briggs engine. But it's been so many years ago, and I haven't seen one since I started back into it, so I don't know. But anyway, what I'll do is get back to this. I brought this home. The motor runs good on it. Let me show you. I got a text. My wife is going to make an appointment for me to have surgery on my face. Huh. Orthopedic group. I don't know. I got an appointment tomorrow with my back doctor. I've got to have back surgery again. My legs are going numb and the shots are not working. So I'm going to have my facial surgery first, if I can. But anyway, it's not. He said it wasn't really nothing to worry about. He said it's slow growth. Cancer. He said that he may have gotten on. He said he may not have. He said he did go pretty deep. I think he went back to the back of my head, the way it felt sometimes. But anyway, get back to the point here. We're talking about my face. The man called me, and he said, "I got a pressure washer." He said, "Are you interested?" I said, "How much you want for it?" He said, "Free." He said, "Just come and get it." He said, "It's leaking like crazy." He said, "The pump leaking water." I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll come and get it." I went over and got it, and as you can see, it's an '09 model. It's got a 173 cc Kohler engine. Flip a switch. And it cranks right up. Now that knock is because the engine's loose. I put a hose to it and put it come with two nozzles and hose, which I think it's got tape on it. Maybe it's just been scanned, so but I can cut it too, put a fitting on it and fix it. When I hooked this up, I cranked this baby up, and it made this pump started squalling. And the reason I knew it was a pump is because I've got a Generac. I had it for 3 years because every year I pressure wash the house. I haven't done it this year because I do it in the spring. I don't do it in the fall. I forgot, and last year I was too busy to do it, so I may have to start doing it in the fall. But my Generac, when the pump went out, it made the same noise, and it locked up. I mean, I thought my engine locked up when it first did it. So I took the pump off of it, and it cranked right back up fine. I knew that way I do it. But mine's a side shaft. This pump, I found on Amazon for 60. Well, the one identical to this one is a 20. Well, no, it's 28. It's 26. Okay, I go back and look. It's $79.99. It's a 2800 psi, which makes it a little bit better, but not much. It's for $79.99. Now I can get one for $62.99, but I'm not sure it's the exact same one. I've got to make some measurements here. It goes from hole to hole center, and remember, let's see, the line came out the back, and I still want it to come out the back. It's got a soap on it. It's got a soap dispenser on it. It's full. But when I got it, it had fresh gas in it. Of course, I drained it because I didn't know what it had in it. But then I also got something else too. I got back to the house, and I left in my car, sitting in the chair. He had this sitting outside of the garage, next to a chair, and they had the manual for it. Well, I picked it up. I left one of my business cards in the chair, and he called me. He said, is this Duke Small Engine? I said, yes, sir, it is. He said, would you like a non-running push mower? I said, yeah, sure. I said, if I can't fix it, I'll just scrap it. I said, if the motor's any good and the body's not any good, I said, I got a frame out here that needs a body. He said, well, he said, it's in pretty good condition. He said, it just won't run. And he said, it leaks gas somewhere. So I went out there, I went back over, and he was outside of his garage, and we saw him get up out of the chair and go back in the house, because he didn't want to have any contact with us, and I don't blame him. So I got it, put it in the truck. Me and my wife did. I got it home, and first I found the carburetor was leaking on it. So I went down and paid $3.67, I think it was, for the O-ring. I mean the carburetor float bowl was leaking, and I put some gas in it, cranked it, running good. Got to look at it, and the tank was leaking out the side, and I just happened to have one. Let me see, I guess I threw that tank away. Anyway, I took the serial model number for the engine, which is a Briggs & Stratton, was on a sticker on the side of the engine. It was nowhere on the engine. So I took my heat gun and warmed up that sticker to let the plastic go. Got that off, put it on the other tank, put the other tank on there. And it runs good, but I'm going to show it to you in a minute. I've never seen a lawnmower like it before. I looked it up, and this is God's honest truth. It's an Aries self-propelled 21-inch mower. And new, this thing costs $799.99. And now they still sell one similar to it on Aaron's, but they don't build this model anymore. But you can still buy parts for it, thank goodness. But the only thing I've had to buy so far was just an O-ring. I got lucky. I had a fuel tank that I try to keep all fuel tanks. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get a bunch of them, but I probably keep one or two of each model. And most of mine are off of riders anyway. Like this fuel tank here, I made it into a temporary tank. I'm going to make a frame for it, and that way I can set it on a tripod beside whatever I'm working on. And that way I don't have to fill up the tank and then wind up draining. Because after I get this done, I got to drain this one. So, last night I went in and took all the information off of this thing, model number and all that. And, well, that's what I said, at least it took care of it. There's oil in there. You got too much oil in it, I bet. Coming out through the carburetor. Runs awful good though. And it don't smoke. Usually they smoke a little bit when you get too much oil in them. Yeah. That thing, that oil all the way up to here. Yeah, you got way too much oil in it. Yeah. I'm going to have to drain some of that out. Probably change the oil in it because I don't know if it's ever changed putting this fuel filter in, air filter. So I need an air filter. Set that back in there right now. Clean all that up later. He said it. Yeah, it was a good one, but I noticed in his garage he had one just like my Generac. My Generac's been a good pump. It's good been. No, when the pump went out on it, I ordered one from Amazon, and it was Chinese pump, but it's lasting longer than the original. And that's before I started working on it again for other people. But now what I'll do is I'll take this head off, take this cover off. Now the new pumps, they don't come with that cover. I don't know why, but it didn't show it in the thing. What I can do is use that to cover up the head. I'll take this head off and save it, because I can use it on another pump. I'll clean it up and everything, put it on another pump. This adjustment valve here, pressure valve, I'll save that. And I think that's what that is. Now, I don't know for sure. You can't even see it, can you? Alright. I don't know what this valve's for, but now I'm afraid to get my hand dirty. But it doesn't show this one in the pump, but yet it shows it laying beside it, but you can put it in there. Like I did screw it in. I don't know what it's for, but we'll take it out, and I'll save what I can off of it. That's a big Allen wrench for that. And then of course with the brass fitting, I always keep brass fittings, and that screw right there is backed all the way off. That may be what happened to it. It let too much pressure. But when that backed off, that probably raised the pressure on it and it blew it. But it sounded like the bearings and everything went out this pump. It's not a rebuildable pump. But it does come in two. I may take it apart and see what it looks like inside. It's been a while since I took one apart. But this head will come off. May save that if it's in good shape. I will definitely save this part. I'll put it down in the oil and let it soak so the oil can get down in it. Put this back on here so I won't lose it. But I haven't ordered a pump for it yet. Let me take you over and show you that crazy looking generator. Let me see if it's raining, because it was raining when I come out here. Well, it had just finished raining when I came out here. No, that's not raining. All right. Okay, it's going to be bouncy for a minute. And this is an Arid push mower, and online it said it was a commercial grade push mower. Never heard of one before. I couldn't find the build date on it. There it is.